Hey, Joey. All right. Hey, guys. I'm Jennifer Pearson, and I am an Emerald Ambassador, and I am hopefully somewhere in your upline if you're on this call. And I'm so excited y'all joined us. Some of you guys are seasoned ambassadors, and hey, thanks for hopping on here and listening because you could never hear these things too many times, the basics. And then some of you guys are new, and I'm super excited for our new ambassadors because you have no idea what an amazing journey this is, and I'm super excited to get to be a part of it. How this is going to work is it's a 4-week training, and each week a different leader on the team is going to kind of run the training for the week. So this week it's me, and I'm doing this call, and then you'll hear from me throughout the week in the Facebook group. And if you're not in the Facebook group, make sure you tell me or your sponsor, and we'll make sure that you get added. And then next week will be Michelle Mullen, who's an Emerald Ambassador. The following week will be Jamie Hyman, who's also an Emerald Ambassador. And then finally will be Robin Newton, who is a Senior Gold Ambassador. And they all know their stuff. They're amazing. And we cannot wait to pour into you guys. Just really make sure you follow along with the posts in the Facebook group because it's a lot of great content and you get out of it what you put into it. So if you have to do it on your own pace, which is a little different than ours, that's fine, but just try your best to keep up with it all. And tonight I'm going to go really fast because I have a lot of content, but just know that I am going to share this recording as well as the PowerPoint that I'm going to go through. So don't feel like you have to take fast and furious notes. Don't worry if you missed anything. But at the end of this, after the 30 minutes are up, we're going to do some Q&A. So if there's anything you want me to go back over or anything like that, feel free to ask then. And if you have any other questions, we can bring those up at the end as well. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and let you see my PowerPoint that we're going to go through super fast. Okay. In the beginning. Okay. So, can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. And I'm not going to mute you guys right now because I think there's not too many of us on, but if we start to get a lot of background noise, I'll go ahead and mute it. So if you're on here, hopefully you already are excited about sharing Plexus, but I really just want to let you guys know there's a lot of good reasons for sharing Plexus. First and foremost is it helps you be successful with your products because we know that if you do it with a group of people and you have that accountability and support, you're more likely to stick with it and be successful, which is what we really, really want for you guys. So grab some girlfriends, your mom, your sister, your husband, your best friend, whatever, and do it together. It's a lot of fun to do it together. But the other thing is, these products are needed by everybody, and I literally can't think of anybody who doesn't need these products. And when you learn more and more about our full product line and what it does, you'll understand why I'm saying that. But you have people in your life that need these products, and you'll find it super rewarding when they start sending you messages and calling you up and thanking you for introducing them to Plexus because they're coming off prescriptions and they're feeling better than they have in years, and all that stuff is just super rewarding and gratifying. And then third of all, basically, I like to make sure that people at least get their products paid for at the very, very minimum, and it's super easy to do. And I'm going to show you in a minute how, but just 3-4 people ordering from your website can cover the cost of your products, and that way you can stay on them long term without it starting to feel like a financial burden. But if you want to go all in, we're here to support you with that too. You can go all the way through to the point where you are where the jewels like I am are. Michelle and Jamie and Francesca and I are all jewels with Plexus, and you're getting the 6-figure income, and you're getting the free Lexus and the annual trip to Hawaii. And, like me, I was able to quit my corporate job and stay home with my kids. And so if you want to go for it, or anywhere in between, you're just looking to make a car payment or, a mortgage payment or something, we're here to help you meet whatever your goal is. So I just want to show you, this is how easy it is to cover the cost of your products. 3 friends ordering a triplex and you ordering your triplex, you're making $112 and you're covering your products already. So, 5 friends and you're making nice extra cash on top of covering your products. So it's really easy to do. And if you decide you do want to go all in, like I just talked about, you want the profit sharing and the Lexus and Hawaii and all that, you can go all the way up. So like I said, I'm Emerald, and this is the monthly income for Emerald. This is the average annual income. I have tons of people on my team, tons of people, silver all the way through emerald. And so my next rank up will be sapphire. And my best friend, my high school friend, Rosalind Payne, is diamond. She's actually making $53,000 a month, which is crazy insane and amazing that you can do that. And I'll show you how you get to those numbers in a minute. But this is our upline. This is me down here with my kiddos. This is my high school friend, Roz. That's her best friend, Celeste, and she joined under her college roommate, Jen Hawkins. And these are all diamonds at the top of the company. So we learn from the best of the best. These people have all made it to the top of the company, and we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We just do what we've been taught from them, and we're passing that down onto you with this training. So I like to talk about starting off with figuring out what your why is, and your why can change as you go. So your why right now of why you're doing this business might just be, you know what, I feel guilty spending money on myself because as a woman and a mom, I mean, we all feel that, right? So if your why is just, I feel like I want to be able to cover the cost of my products, that's totally fine. But if you have something above and beyond that that is really motivating you to want to jump into this business all in, really think about what that is. And that probably needs to be more than, oh, I want to make an extra $500 a month. I'm going to make an extra $1,500 a month. Well, why? What is that going to do for you that's going to change your life? Is that going to mean you can put your child in private school that you wanted to put her in? Is that going to mean you're getting yourself out of debt and you won't have stress at night lying awake instead of sleeping? You know, just really try to dig down and figure out, what could this extra money mean for me? Does it mean you get to quit the job that you either don't like or is keeping you away from your kids? For me, that was my long-term why. And I was so happy when I got to do that, which was like 2 years ago. I got to quit my corporate job and be home with my kids. So I like for you to know what your why is and think about it and keep it forefront, because in this business, you don't have a boss. You can quit anytime. You have great, amazing days, and you have days where you're frustrated because that person that you were so sure was going to join your team didn't join your team, or, you know, whatever it is, your why will get you through it. So you're going to have this be an assignment we're going to give you this week. So just start thinking about it and then kind of hopefully be ready to share it with us, because I love to hear what people's why is. Okay, so you're going to start making goals this week too of how you're going to reach your goal of whatever your why is. And we like to start with going silver. And going silver is, we'll go more into the comp plan in later weeks, but I'm just going to share this with you right now. Going silver means you add 3 people to your team. And then what we do is we duplicate from there down. So you add 3 people, and you help them add 3 people, and they add 3 people, and it duplicates down, and we get paid 7 levels down. So if you duplicate that down 7 levels, just on that team that you have right there, you're making about $15,000 a month, and that doesn't include any of the other 10 ways that we get paid. So this is how you get to the numbers of $53,000 a month, like my high school friend Roz is making. So your first goal, I think, when you join, should be to find 3 people to join you in this business. Go out there, get your girlfriend and say, come on, we're doing this together. We're going to have a lot of fun doing this together. Julia Cartier is one of the top diamonds in the company. She just called all of her old sorority alumni friends and said, girls, we're all doing this together. Give it 6 months. If we don't like it, we'll all quit. But give it 6 months. Let's try it. Now they're all diamonds at the top of the company. It's really fun to do it together. So think about who your first 3 people are, and you're going to reach out to them first and get them on board, and then help them find their 3. All right, so that's going to be your first goal. Hopefully you had a chance to go through what I posted earlier today on the Facebook page, but if you haven't, make sure you go back and take a look at that, because one of the most important things to being successful in this business is just being successful in the products yourself. It's so important because, honestly, people want to hear what you think of the products. People want to hear what it's done for you. And that doesn't mean that you have to have an amazing testimony. You don't have to wait until you're off of 3 prescriptions and your cholesterol's down 50 points and you've dropped 3 sizes and this and that and the other. You don't have to wait for that. But they do want to hear you say, wow, I walked by that bakery counter and had no cravings before. That is so not like me. That is Plexus. Thank you, Plexus. Or, oh my God, I slept amazing last night. I didn't have insomnia. So grateful for Plexus. You know, just little things like that. That's what they want to hear from you. So I want you to start having success on the products right away. And by success, I mean starting to notice some differences, not huge things, because the huge changes, honestly, are going to come later. You need to be super patient with the products, be very consistent, and we'll go over a little bit of that with the tips in a second here. But you know, the real change happens when you've gone through detox. And I can't tell you how long that will take for you, because everybody's body is different. Some people feel amazing in a week, and other people, we didn't get unhealthy overnight. And it takes weeks or even 60, 90 days before you're really seeing what it can do for you. And that's why we have that amazing 60-day money back guarantee, because they want you to give it that time to really see what the products can do. But I have notes in here, and also in the post that I did earlier today on how to get started on the products. You're going to want to save these so that you can tell your new customers how they want to start on the products too. So I'm not going to go through each of these, but you can go back and refer to this and also what I posted on our Facebook page earlier today, and just save these. And again, I'm not going to go through all these, but like I talked about, you want to be consistent every day. Even if you miss the optimal time of day to take your product, still take your product, because it's for sure better than not taking it. I promise. And I also just want to make sure that I point out, you have to drink your water, half your body weight in ounces of water every day to get the maximum out of these products. And expect detox. We want detox because it means your body's getting healthier. Just be looking for those things, whether it's fatigue or feeling like you're a little under the weather, or it could be nausea, a rash, a headache. It comes out in a lot of different ways, and it doesn't mean that the products are doing something bad for you. It means that your body's trying to flush out all that junk that it was holding on to, and you're going to feel amazing when you get past it. But as soon as you start to feeling any of that stuff, reach out and tell your sponsor, because we can help you through it. Just basically making sure you're upping your BioCleanse, you're drinking your water, rest, different things like that can help you get through it. And I'll let you guys go back through some of this other stuff on your own. So this is another really big thing that I want to talk to you guys about. Your convenience order, which we're also starting to refer to as your subscription order. And people get really, really nervous when we talk about that, because they're so worried. It means that product's going to ship out when they weren't expecting it, and they're going to be out money, and how do I get out of this thing? I don't want you guys to be worried about it at all. It's really there for your benefit. And it's there to make sure that, first of all, you are able to be consistent on your products, because a lot of times if you don't have a convenience order set up in place, you're out of product before you remember to reorder. And so then by the time you order and it ships to you, you have lost the rhythm that you were in and getting your body healthy, and you're starting over. So it's there to make sure you get your products so you're consistent. It's also there so that you get paid, because you'll learn later on this month about our comp plan that you have to have 100 PV in order to get paid on your team. So we want to make sure that you're not missing money on the table. But just know that you can go in and delete or change that order anytime. So if you set it up to be on the 28th of the month, you know, the 27th of the month, if you decide, oh my gosh, funds are too tight, I can't do this, you can go in there and delete it, or whatever you need to do. So don't worry about that. It's there for you. You can change it every single day if you want to. It's completely up to you how much you change it, or if you want to cancel it altogether. And so I'm going to show you a quick graphic on how you do that. Basically, you're logging into your back office, you're going to shopping, and then you're going to go to your convenience orders. It lets you choose which products you want. It lets you choose which day you want. And once you have it set up, this little button right here, your convenience order, is going to be green. And that's how you know you're all set up. If it's red, that means you need to go in there and get it set up. Okay? All right, so we're doing great on time. This is awesome. Your first Facebook post, and some of you I know have already gotten started, and that's great, and thank you for being patient as we walk through this, but just know it's good to go through it again so that you know what to tell your new ambassadors as you start to expand your team. Because one of the first things you can do when you add a new member is help them create their first Facebook post. You just want to sit down with them and talk to them about
About the same.
what they want to post. I like to use one of these two things. I think that both of
About
these
the
are great.
same.
One of them is, I'm so excited to start
I
this
don't know. I gotta
journey that
listen to
my
the
friend
rest of this.
so-and-so told me about. It really helped her with. And so you can put in your sponsor here and what it's helped her with. And then you can say what you're looking forward to it working on for you. It customizes to be you and what you're looking for and everything. Or if you've already been on the products because you were a customer first, absolutely put in there what it's done for you. I'm so excited to say I'm, jumped in board sharing Plexus because it's helped me already with energy and brain fog and sugar cravings. And I am so looking forward to helping other people with all of their issues too. Or you can come over here and talk about, I was a skeptic for a while, but I decided to give it a try. And I know I have a ton of friends who have already had great success with the products. If you've used Plexus and it's done something for you, will you share below? And so what we do is you Facebook friend, obviously your upline, your sponsor, but you can go all the way up. And any other sideline, you get to know other people in this business, other people in our teams and other teams, and we all help each other, which is one of the best things about Plexus. So you'll do your post and we'll come in there and we'll all comment on there about what Plexus has done for us. And that's great because that lets your audience, your friends and family see all the different things that Plexus can help with and that so many people really, really love these products. So make sure you tell us when you do your first Facebook post so we know to go in there and comment. Okay, I'm going to mute you guys really fast because I am hearing a little bit of noise, and I want y'all to be able to hear. So I'm going to mute you guys. Okay. All right. Oh, and when you do this, by the way, it's best, and people cringe at this, right? But it's best if you can do a picture of yourself in that post, ideally a picture of you with the product. And the reason why is because your Facebook audience, your friends and family, they're going to stop scrolling when they see a picture of you. That's what they really want to see. They love to see their friends in their newsfeed. So if they see a picture of you, they're so much more likely to stop and read it than if you just put a picture of your pink drink. If you're not ready for that, you do what you're comfortable with and do a picture of the pink drink. But I'm just saying it's great if you can get up the courage to do a picture of you maybe holding your pink drink. Okay. So I'm going to give you a few of these tips and then let you go back on your own and scroll through to see some of these other things. But the main thing I want to get across to you about posting on Facebook, first of all, if you're too scared to post on Facebook, just know there are things that you can do. If there are just certain people that you don't want to see it, you can create a distribution list so that it's only the people that you want to see your post, and anybody else is never going to see it. And you can ask your sponsor, or we can go over it at another point on how to do that if you want to create a distribution list. Or you can say everybody except. So if you want everybody except your boss and your ex-boyfriend to see your posts, you can set it up that way. So you get to control your audience. And then from there, just make sure that you stay true to who you are. You don't have to all of a sudden become a salesperson, because that's not what we really do in Plexus. We really just like to share. We share about what the products are doing for us and other people we know, and we do that by testimonies, and we have lots of ways that you can find testimonies. We have tons of amazing ones just on our team. We share information that's educational about the products. So, I like to mix things up a little bit. Sometimes we do third-party articles about the ingredients that are in our products and how amazing they are. And sometimes we do some funny posts and different things like that too. Sometimes you post about the business, but just don't all of a sudden be that person who is saying, buy now, now's a great time to buy, sale, all that kind of stuff is going to turn your friends off. That's not what they want to see. So just scroll through and look for people's posts that you feel like you relate to and you like. And I'm going to show you in a minute how to save posts. And then you can tweak them and make them personal to you and post them. We want to make sure that you don't ever, this is down here, don't share a post. If you just hit share It's not the same. First of all, if their audience is not set to public, your audience will never, ever see it. And second of all, it just looks so much more authentic if it's you talking versus here's what Sally had to say about Plexus, because they really want to know what you have to say about Plexus. We already talked about, friending your sideline, your upline, everything, so that they can help support your posts. And the reason why you want that is once you have 3 people commenting on your post, it boosts it in the newsfeed. And if y'all aren't familiar with how Facebook works, they have algorithms so that not every one of your posts is seen by everybody in your audience. I guarantee you not all of your Facebook friends are seeing all of your posts. They pick and choose what they think is most newsworthy. So if you have 3 comments on your post, they go, oh, her audience is interested in that. And then all of a sudden, more of your Facebook friends will see it. So that's why we like to do that. Just be sure if somebody comments on your post, you return the favor and go comment on one of their posts so that they want to continue to help you out. Let me see if there's anything else on here that I want to go through. No, I think that's good. Let me move on to this next one. So once you start posting about Plexus on Facebook, make sure that it's a portion of the post that you're putting on Facebook, not all of it. You don't want to all of a sudden be all Plexus. You still want to do pictures of your kids and what's going on in your life and sharing your favorite recipe and something funny you found and all that other stuff that keeps your friends and family wanting to come back to your page to see what you're up to, because they truly want updates on you. And if you're really doing, only a quarter Plexus posts, they're not going to mind at all. But if you're doing 1 personal post for every 4 Plexus posts, all of a sudden you might be hearing from them. So just keep that in mind. I put on here, put your website into the comments, not in the post. I like to not do websites at all anymore. I like people to be interested and message you, and that way you can start a conversation with them and learn more about why are they interested in the product, so that you can delve into which products might be best for them and get all that conversation going versus sending them to the website. Because when they go to the website, it doesn't select for them the best products for them. It doesn't help them understand that, okay, that price tag may look high right now, but when you consider the fact that you are no longer going to be craving your Starbucks and your sodas and your desserts and all these other things, it's going to help you afford these products. Stuff like that, you need to be having those conversations with them before sending them off to your website. And I do like to say, people are watching. I guarantee you, once you start posting about Plexus, you might not even have very many people commenting or liking your post. Don't let that discourage you, because you have stalkers and they're watching your posts and they're waiting because they're kind of interested to see what's going to happen and how this all works and all this stuff, and they just don't have the courage yet to message you, but eventually they'll get around to it. So they're looking for more information. So if somebody does ask a question, answer that question in the comments, unless it's a price thing. We don't put pricing on Facebook, but answer. If they say, is there caffeine in Slim, you can answer right there and go, oh no, all testing has shown 0 caffeine in Plexus Slim. That's not an issue. And then say, I'll message you, Sally, to give you some more information. So let's see. We don't state disease names and things like that. We don't ever say that Plexus cures, treats, or prevents any disease. So just be cognizant of that. And always be looking to expand your friends list on Facebook. If you have friends that aren't on Facebook, Facebook friend them, because the bigger your audience is, the faster you're going to get the word out there to more friends. It's just such an easy way to share about Plexus. And Facebook is for sure not the only platform of social media to use to promote Plexus. And I think it's week 4. Robin's going to go into some other social media platforms and other ways to share about Plexus. But I would say the majority of Plexus ambassadors use Facebook in order to grow their business. It's not the only way, but it's a major component. Okay. And then, so what do you do once somebody says, okay, Julie, I'm kind of interested. What is this Plexus thing? And all of a sudden you're stressing out because you're like, I don't know. I just joined. I have no idea what I'm talking about. It's totally fine. We are here to help you. So what you do is you open a 3-way chat with Julie, who just asked about Plexus, and your sponsor. Or if your sponsor's not available, you can go up your upline. And you're going to open a message and just say, hey, you know what? I'm still new to all this, but I'm going to add my friend Jennifer, who knows a lot about this. She's been doing this longer, and she can help answer any questions you have. So this is great because it takes you off the hook of knowing what to say, but also you get to learn from watching what your sponsor says in that three-way chat. You're going to learn how to have those conversations where she's going to start asking, saying, oh, Julie, I'd love to tell you more about Plexus. Let me ask, what do you have going on? Are you interested in improving some health aspects, or were you looking for weight loss? And just starting to have some of those conversations, and you get to learn how she responds. And it's kind of a back and forth thing where we don't vomit Plexus on them, but we have a conversation. So then you will become the expert, and when you add people to your team, you'll be able to do the three-way chats and run them for your team. And it works that way so that you continue to train your team, and they grow knowing how to handle things like that. All right, so let me see. I talked so fast. I know I did, but I wanted to make sure I got through all of it, and I wanted to share with you how to do some things on Facebook. So I'm going to run over here to Facebook and show you a couple things. So first of all, if you're scrolling through Facebook because you've Facebook friended your upline and some sideline friends on the team, and you see a post that you love, like this one, this is a great post from Tammy, and I go, oh my gosh, I love that. I want to use that. So you're going to go up here and you're going to click on these little buttons, and you're going to click Save Post right there. And then you can come over here to this sidebar, and you're going to see Saved. You come over to your saved post and click on it. I do this all the time. It's going to pull up all of these different, see, I do this all the time, all these different posts that I saw people do that I really liked. And when I'm ready for it, I'm just going to click on it, and all you do is, basically right-click. I didn't grab it all, but you're going to right-click and grab the whole thing, and right-click and copy. I always have multiple Facebook pages open, and so I'm going to come over to my page and start a new post. I'm going to right-click again and hit paste. And you can do the same thing for the images too. You just click on the image, and then you can, it goes a little slow when I'm on Zoom, sorry about that. Right-click on the image, and it will eventually show me copy. There we go. Copy image. I'm going to come back to this page where I was. Come down here and click paste, and it will pop up my image. Okay, and down here is where I'm going to show you. You can change what your audience is. So right now I have only me, which you don't want to use when you're posting. You can either do public and everybody will be able to see it. Or you can click friends. Only people who are Facebook friends with you will see it. Or you can create a distribution list like I have. So these are only the people that I want to see my Plexus post, and I can click on that. Or you can do specific friends, but really, if you're only going to put 10 people in there, they're going to know that they're one of 10 people. They'll be able to see that. So your other option is to come down here, and you can do a custom, and you can do like don't share with. So it'll share with everybody except certain people that you type in here. And I can say, don't show it to my husband, and save that. So I think if there's anything else I want to show you on Facebook while I'm here. Just also make sure you go back to that other person's post that you're stealing that from, and you're just gonna like it and comment on it. And I actually haven't read this through enough to know what to comment, but I'll go back through and read what it is and comment on it. So all right, and that gets us to 9:01. I think that's good. I'm gonna unmute you guys so that we can go through any questions that y'all have. Super fast, right? But we covered a lot. So what are your questions?
I don't have any.
No questions? Let me get back to. Y'all are so quiet. Any questions about how the Facebook group is going to work, the 4-week Facebook group?
Will we meet here, right, at 8:30?
Every Monday at 8:30 for the next 3 weeks after this one. And there will be a different speaker, and there will be different topics each time. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. What else? Anything else?
Good.
Y'all are so good. You just absorbed all that so quickly. All right, guys. Well, that was super fast. Thanks for hopping on here. I really wanted to keep it short and sweet so that you don't feel like it's a burden to hop on each week. We're just going to get in here, go over it, and like I said, I'll post the recording and I'll post the PowerPoint. You can go back and scroll through at your leisure.
Thank you.
Where do we find the PowerPoint that you did?
Say that again?
Where do we find the PowerPoint that you had done?
I have not posted it yet, but I will post it tonight after we get off this call. And so you'll just go to, are you on the Facebook group?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
so you'll see it pop up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, sure. All right, y'all have a great night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jennifer.
Bye.
Hey, Sheriff.
Hey.